And we're back. Hello.
Hello. Rubik's, you are currently
Rubik's.
here. You are like basically in a headlock.
Yeah,
um,
none of this is new to Rubik's at this point. It's like, yep, big man grabbed me and was trying to snap my neck, and my friends ran away.
But
Yeah.
maybe,
Just another day.
but
Yeah,
maybe,
another day of
just
dust.
maybe, your
This
goons
was
are
actually
nearby.
part of our plan.
Yeah, perhaps.
How was this part of your plan?
So, we actually wanted a really crappy, like, oh, hey, we got caught. We were super obvious. Like, those two weren't even wearing disguises. Let's just be real here for a moment. No one was. It was
Fair.
just like, yep, I'm totally trade ministry.
How does this
So-
play into your scheme?
So this is going to. So I'm going to talk to the captain here,
yeah.
and like Rubik's is gasping for breath. So he's going to like pat him on the shoulder, be like, "Okay, 1 sec, what? breathing. Fuck."
Yeah, he's what? It's like,
Oh.
tell me why I shouldn't just gut you right here.
Oh, need to breathe first.
He lets you.
First.
You can talk, but
Okay. Well,
there's like a knife in your back.
you have a grip there.
Thank you. my
Reason
lord.
why you shouldn't kill us right now is I got a better deal than your deal with the red slashes.
Sashes.
Yeah, it's the red
Yeah,
sashes.
I always do this. Red sashes. Significantly better. One that gets someone bigger than just us off your back.
There's no one on our backs right now. We've got a good
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah, you
Who
think
the hell
that,
are you?
Well, you already know that we're the Firebirds. You've already called us out on that. But we're working for someone bigger than that. And honestly, I don't think that you really want to piss these people off. Just saying, I don't know. That's up to you. But, we actually just came here to, we came here to stop the inspectors from getting to you because they've overheard that you're dealing less than legal substance in their eyes. We have no
Sure.
problem with it. We just wanted to get that off because honestly, your drug trade benefits us as well.
All right, so this sounds like a roll of some variety.
This is like the most
what-
desperate way
It's
I've ever
very-
heard.
This
Oh, yeah, this is
desperate
definitely-
limited.
Desperate Limited.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm going to go for it.
We're here because yeah.
Like 3 different things there. 6! It actually worked! At least paused him.
I hate you. Amazing. So it's limited, but basically what happens is he lets you go, and he hesitates for a moment, and
Is this the part where you just plunge a sword into him?
I was actually thinking of pulling out the bomb pistol and just shooting him.
if you want to do that, you have an opening.
Yeah, you've created an opening.
You know what? Yeah, let's do it. Shoot him right in the face.
Sucker.
This is what you get for choking me.
Yeah, he lets you go for a second, and he's like thinking over
What
what
the hell are you talking about?
Yeah. So yeah, you pull out your pistol and shoot this guy.
Yeah, this is my concealed palm pistol, by the way.
Okay.
So this is just like the surprise pistol from nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Risky standard here.
Risky standard skirmish.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
5! I mean, there's still people up here, but I think he's shot in the face.
Yeah. The what? So you You shoot him in the face, and he just like flops back on the deck, like bleeding out.
You're the new captain.
No, it's at that point you basically there's a stinging sensation as you get shot through the chest, and you see that like up on one of the like there's like a little bit of a higher level.
Like the gantry. Yeah.
Yeah, up on the gantry, there's like someone with a rifle who's just like taking a shot at you.
Okay. I would like to say that I'm wearing armor to reduce the harm. The harm.
Sure, we'll say. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
You're gonna take winged as your level 1 harm.
Winged. Yeah, I agree with that. Immediately upon that, ducking for cover because being shot is not fun, as the captain learned.
And
way to teach that captain a lesson.
yeah, so the person with the rifle essentially does a flip off of the gantry,
Oh shit!
and he he looks at you, and
Have I met my match? Is this the man?
so they start approaching you, and we're gonna go back to Cricket and Croak. What are you?
So my immediate
there in the dark?
my immediate thing is as soon as I come through the porthole, I tuck and roll behind whatever crate object, like thing is there in the dark.
Sure.
So I can like do a desperate prowl or something to like.
Yeah, you have. So you're in a desperate situation, which has not been helped by the fact that Croak just came crashing through.
Yeah.
And both of the guards down there have turned to them, and
Yeah, because of course I just come like tumbling through it, and like my bag that I was carrying like spills open onto the deck or the whatever walkway that I'm on. There's just like shit everywhere.
they're like, "Well, what have we here?" And they both pull out rapiers and begin advancing on you.
All right. So desperate what? Desperate standard.
What are you trying? What are you trying to do now?
I am attempting to like roll behind cover and stay out of line of sight of these two guys. Like they might see Croak, but
Yeah.
I basically want to be hidden.
Sure, desperate standard's fine.
Okay.
Everything is desperate right now.
Okay, yeah, no, hey, that'll work. Don't forget to mark your XP for these
I
desperate
did.
rolls. Okay. Yeah, you're hiding.
It's actually a pretty graceful landing through the porthole, and it turns into a sneak pretty easily.
Croak, you're in a desperate position as they've got their swords to you, and they say, "Who are you?"
And Croak is just like stammering, just like I didn't mean to end up here. Certainly, terribly sorry. And I'm just like hands up, backing away, or like I am like on the
scooting.
ground, so I'm like kind of struggling, like pushing myself to a knee, just like hands up, like
It's
don't
not
come.
Alcatraz.
Okay.
And well, clearly something has gone horribly wrong here, and I just trust that the two of you will not take out your displeasure on me, and that we can talk this over.
All right. Well,
I'm willing to help
that
you if you
sounds
do
like
something.
a sway. Some variety. Or, I mean, what are you?
So,
what are you trying to
I'm
do?
talking,
Yeah.
but it's all smoke and mirrors.
Right.
'Cause what I'm
Okay,
really
here we go.
doing is like backing away just a little bit and like catching Cricket out of the corner of my eye, and I'm setting them up to get fucking ambushed
To
and
get
murdered.
wrecked, yeah.
Okay. So
So wait, are you doing a skirmish roll, and I'm gonna help you and get an extra die?
Yeah, like
This-
I'm.
this sounds like well. There's a few ways we could do it. It could be a setup action, and if you succeed, then Cricket will have great effect.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, so you're setting me up for a great effect prowl, basically.
Oh, I'm going to give you guys an additional die on this
Sweet.
for foresight. We had actually got these people down here slightly intoxicated. during
like
their-
delivered a bunch of
Yeah, like
alcohol to the
like
ship.
they got a bunch of booze from someone that they thought was another wraith,
Sure.
but turns out it was just another Rubik's connection.
So yeah,
Nice.
one of the crew like dropped it off. Was like, "Here you go."
Yeah, this is
Gift
for
from a friend.
Buddy to
Yeah,
make.
so you can smell the alcohol on their breaths as
All
they're
right.
like,
Kind of like a
So,
walk.
so as soon as you catch me out the corner of your eye, I sort of sneak around the crate that I'm like on, like
Yeah.
around the back, so that I'm behind these two guys. And just before I pop out, I like whistle to like make them turn away from Croak, and like basically just knife both of them.
okay.
my plan.
There's gonna need to be a setup action.
And my setup
Yeah.
is that while I'm like doing the whole like on your butt backing away along the floor thing,
Yep.
I'm gonna finesse out a little vial of what was it?
Drown powder.
No, I secrete that from
Oh,
my body.
the
I don't leave it in a
smoke-
vial.
the smoke
No, this
bomb?
is the binding oil maneuver again. So I just like roll it like in front of me so that as they're approaching, they like step on it and it just and then their feet get stuck.
Okay. Either you'll get stuck as well, or you need to resist.
Yeah. Okay. So I make the roll first and then I resist, or
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do the finesse first.
okay.
I can give you a help with that if you want.
And I am desperate.
Yeah, you're in a desperate position.
I can give you an
think
extra
this was-
die for 1 stress from me, just because you know that you need to do it right. So that
Maybe you
can
like
set
make a
me up.
noise and they're distracted
Yeah.
for a brief second.
Well, like I said, I sort of whistle before I pop out, and then
Yeah.
that would be when they hit the vial, and then I hit them. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, take 1 stress then, and
Yeah, in,
then
like,
you
a
can get
second.
the bonus die.
Okay, and I have limited effect because I'm bruised.
Okay, yeah, that reduces your effect, unfortunately.
And you get the
Um,
foresight.
But for that's not,
foresight's for mine.
Oh, okay.
yeah. So you're getting 2 bonus dice,
Well, I'm getting one from
You're
cricket.
getting
for
one,
my
and I'm
setup.
getting.
and then 1 from
Get extra
foresight.
effect and
Oh.
die.
Oh, right. Never mind. You're getting 1 from cricket.
Unless anyone has a delightful devil's bargain for me.
In this case,
You've got a lot of die. Like I think. Oh well, maybe you don't. I don't know what your stats.
For
are.
finesse, I have 1 die plus 1.
Oh, okay.
and
What
it's
is
desperate.
What's a good devil's bargain for this situation?
The drugs aren't down here.
oh,
That is a hell of a bargain.
That's
That's like
hurts.
that's
Like they're
like-
not in the ship at all,
that's like the objective is gone.
the objective is gone.
or
But
just
Well,
that the princess is in another castle.
Yeah.
We're in the wrong part
I'm
of the
open for other ideas.
um,
Screw it.
No, I can't think of anything, honestly.
I'm gonna push myself for 2 stress to get an extra
Sure.
bonus die.
Oh,
oh God.
got it.
Okay. Yes, you've got them good.
So that happens, and then
I
And
mean,
then-
it's limited effect, so I like goop one of them or something.
Yeah.
Right.
I think the setup action. I mean, because it's still gonna help.
I mean,
out.
I've still got a prowl, right? So
Yeah. So if this doesn't work, then you'll both be in a pretty bad situation.
all
I
right.
think.
Well, here we go then.
they're not entirely stuck.
Here
Um,
we go.
And resist. Yeah. If you resist
And then
that,
I need
effect.
to resist getting stuck myself.
Yeah.
I think it's funnier if I just get stuck.
Okay.
You're just
Yeah,
getting
it's
stuck too.
It floods down, and like my feet and butt are also stuck to the deck. That's 1.
I hope you've got solvent. All right.
But yeah, there is a way to.
Yeah.
get rid of it.
So
Okay.
here we go. Here we go for the prowl. Woo!
That's
That's a crit.
That's
So-
a crit.
So
Crit.
I whistle. They step on the vial spreads out, and in the split second after, I'm out, and I like Eruvian karate chop, basically, like the neck of one guy, and like kick the other one in the side, and like push him over, and they're both
They're
out
out.
cold.
Yeah, they're done. So yeah,
And I'm just there like soiling myself.
I look at, like, I give you the look of like the professional person who's like just done the thing that they needed to do, and they're like, where are the drugs? You know, like,
And then, yeah, in reply, I'm just like, Cricket, I'm stuck.
okay, 1 sec. And I check like the vitals of both the guys that I've just knocked out. Like I just, pulse, like check their
Yeah,
pulse.
they're alive.
They're
I mean,
alive.
unless
They're
you
just
wanted to kill them.
No,
yeah.
no, I didn't want to kill them. That was the
Okay.
idea. Like I just wanted to make sure we weren't gonna get a crow alarm.
Oh, we already got that.
Yeah, I guess we did. You fucking shot a guy in the face. So you're stuck to the floor.
Yeah, like maybe one of my hands is stuck too because they were like on the ground pushing us. I'm like super stuck. Yeah.
I'm looking at you like I've just done this really cool thing, and I'm looking at you like, what the fuck do I do now? You know, like,
Way to harsh my vibe.
And I'm just like, left side of my jacket, my left, third vial.
I'm like patting you down, finding the vial, and like this one, like show it to your face, kind of thing, like.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah.
Pour it on the ground carefully.
So careful.
Give me 1 second. What is?
So there is the what's it called? It's like the
It's Alkahest, right?
Alkahest, yeah, the
Yeah.
one that just gets rid of the effects of the other ones.
Where is? Oils, side effect, harm, chemical burn. Okay, you're going to have to make me a resist roll, Cricket.
Can I finesse to not?
You can resist to not. I
Okay.
mean,
Or is it I resist? Because I'm the one that is kind of being used.
when you use an alchemical, you
Yeah.
suffer side effect. Yeah, it is getting poured on you though. If you want to take it, Croak, you can. If you want,
Yeah, I'll take it.
okay.
I think I've got deft enough hands to keep my fingers away from the jar.
I mean, do you want to resist it?
I mean, I can resist it.
I'm trying to imagine what Croak would be
I-
able to do,
I
and it's
will-
just like I'm stuck. So
I-
you have to do this properly.
You know what? I will resist it, and like this will be just like me pouring it properly.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So with prowess.
One
Nice.
stress.
Okay, yeah, it's like it
Thanks,
smells
Cricket.
really bad, and you're like, ugh, and some of it splashes on your hand.
Yeah,
And
I
I'm
get
just
a,
like
I get.
trying to like be away from it and like not let it touch my skin and like wriggling away from there as soon as I can and get to my feet and like and start like picking up my stuff.
As I was saying, where are the drugs?
And then we flash back to Rubik's.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my reply is just, I thought Rubik's knew where the drugs were.
And
We're the best crew ever.
so the man who shot you with a rifle says, I could have done a lot worse if I'd wanted to.
Oh, I'm sure you could have.
So, but you come onto my ship. You cause trouble. Says, why don't we settle this like civilized people? And he draws a rapier.
yeah, like civilized people.
Yeah, civilized. So Rubik's like kind of thinks about it for a moment. He's sitting like against a crate, looking at his empty palm pistol, and down at his side is in fact a rapier of his own. Civilized sounds great.
Give him what for, Rubik's?
So you pick
Maybe
up
I
the
should have
rapier.
played Agni today.
So yeah, like
Oh, yeah.
like Rubik's composes himself for a moment, but he has this itch in his head just to shoot someone instead.
You gotcha.
So wait, are you taking the rapier out and like we see if we were watching like a movie, a shot of like your other pistol in your coat, like as you're pulling the rapier?
Essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, I assumed you just Indiana Jones the guy and just
Yeah.
I've got a sword and you're just like bang.
I mean, that's not off the table yet.
So yeah, I love that what Elf described of like, yeah, you're pulling out the sword and we can see that you have a pistol. And you're cheating on people.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm going to
It's
mark
like that.
down- I'm gonna mark down pistol as one of my items right now.
It's like that Han Solo pistol under the table kind of like shot, you know? Like you know it's coming, like something is going on, like
Yeah. Cool. So he gets up, he pulls out the rapier, and he like comes out onto the deck. He goes, "Well, if we're gonna do this like civilized people, then I need a name, do I not?"
Yes, you do.
My name is random generator name.
Edgelord Ghost Shadow.
Dark Kill Death Destroyer.
I hate you all.
I mean, he's a wraith, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's a wraith. Yeah, his name is Arco.
Arco.
Yeah, Arco. Arquo. That's it.
it's like ARQ.
ARQUO. Yeah, I was like, how is
Okay.
Arco.
Arquo?
That just sounds like Arco with like a bit of a speech impediment, but you know,
Oh,
I don't know.
Aquo. He says, yes. He says, if you make it through this, we'll let you and your friends off the boat.
I think that sounds like a fair
Ooh.
deal.
You're gonna
This
let
guy-
him do shit 'cause you'll be dead.
This guy's supremely confident in his
Oh, yeah.
sorting of you.
Oh, he most definitely deserves to be.
Rubik's.
Yeah.
He bows to you.
Rubik's just like,
You notice that everyone else here has guns out.
oh yeah. This is the only reason why I'm agreeing to this. Because there's 6 other people here with guns. I got 1 gun. I got more guns.
Yeah, I mean, like, I understand that shooting this guy might be smart, but also there's 6 other guys who'll shoot you.
Yep. So he flaunts the rapier, gives a slight bow, and gets into position.
Okay. All right, so you both go at it.
Yep.
Let's start a clock. It's gonna be a 6-count clock.
Is it called The Duel?
Not now, it's not. Yes, it's called.
The clock is just
Why
called-
wouldn't it be called the duel? They're dueling. It's a perfectly good description.
So sharp, many edges.
It's a race. I hope it's a race clock. That'd be great.
All right, and then we're going to start an 8-count clock.
Is this one the drugs?
The drugs, yeah.
Preempting your count clock making.
All right, so I've made a character, and now Elf is GM. No, it's fine.
If you can
really-
talk.
Don't rob Sean of his agency, Elf.
Don't worry. Catalyst chat says that if you can pocket sand all 7 of them, you've got this. Easy.
I don't have an orb of darkness, unfortunately.
You're gonna
Where's
send
the
this.
teleporter?
You know,
right.
speaking of duels, you're gonna send this guy to the Shadow Realm.
Yeah.
So give me
Skirmish?
a risky limited skirmish.
Risky limited skirmish. Because I'm going to push myself as well.
Okay. For a bonus die or for greater effect?
For a bonus die.
Actually, well, you get to decide what you're doing. I kind of assume you're leading.
I'm
off
going,
with
I'm going to go for the bonus die.
Yeah. I mean, but are you doing skirmish? Or are you doing something?
Yes, most definitely doing skirmish.
Because you
That's-
could finesse a rapier, right?
You could if you want to.
Could, but I feel like Rubik's isn't a finesse fighter. He's like, I'm going to stab you in the face until you stop.
Yeah,
with it."
just like
From the
swinging it.
streets, man.
Yeah, like he's from the streets.
I
He's
imagine
from the
I imagine
underground.
Rubik's as the kind of guy who'd kick you in the nuts in the middle of a rapier duel. You
Yeah,
know, like-
probably. I mean, I wouldn't put it past him. Would you?
no.
I mean, the goal is to win, not respect your opponent.
Oh my god, that roll.
4.
At least you got a
risky.
4.
Yeah.
You do it, but there's a consequence.
He disarms me because he is obviously better at rapier fights.
Not yet.
He wants to play with his food first. This is the kind of guy who's just gonna
Actually,
trounce
no,
you.
that-
He's still on
is
his
a
boat
great
for a
idea.
long ass time. He wants to have a little fun, you know.
Yeah.
yeah, but he basically does. He swings at you twice. Well, I mean, in the way he basically just goes up and he kind of jabs you like Inigo Montoya style on your cheeks,
Yeah.
and just like cuts you on both sides. So you're gonna take 2 level 1 harms.
So I have 3 now?
Well, you would go up to 2 if you fill.
Yeah, so you take 1 level 1 harm and 1 level 2 harm in that case.
Yay.
Yeah. And or you can choose to resist.
Oh my god.
One or both of
Don't let
those.
him shame you this way. Dodge that shit.
Yeah, I'm going to prowess this away.
Sure.
My god, I'm not doing good on stress either. Come on. Give me something.
Rubik's for the
Oh my
garbage.
god.
Rubik's goes right into that fucking stress garbage can.
Are we in the red zone?
We are 1 away from the red
Oh
zone.
my god!
Yeah, we are. We are not doing okay.
Rubik's has got 2. How many? You've got 2 traumas already. Shit.
Yeah, we are 1 away from.
Rubik's is
Super-
gonna die.
All right, so you get to take level 1 harm, humiliating scar.
Okay.
And then you are going to. We're gonna fill in 1 on the clock because.
Yeah, partial success limited.
Yeah.
It's rough. It's okay, Rubik's. You got this. I have faith in all 6s from now on.
Why did you say that?
It's easy.
What are you
if-
two
it's-
doing?
It's easy if you roll dice. We gotta
Well,
look for the
now that-
drugs.
Yeah.
Now that everyone is safe, we're just gonna have a tea party in the hold of the ship.
Oh, good.
I just in my bag. I just have the saucers and the little cups.
All right, so
One
I
lump.
invited Belle. Is that okay? They should be here any moment.
Sandwiches and
seriously though, we're looking for the drugs.
So I'm like scooping a bunch of shit back into this like satchel, and I throw it over my shoulder. And yeah, like Rubik's had the plans, the documents, the
Hang on.
blueprint.
Hang on. I guess I should. Should I go back for him? I could go back for him.
Why don't you go help him? I'll find the drugs.
Right. I lean down and I grab a pistol off of one of the guards who's
Sure,
like
a
unconscious. I just take it out of his coat and I stick it in my like sash around my waist.
Yeah.
And I go back over to the porthole and I devil's footsteps my way back onto the deck.
Okay.
Run up the side of the boat and hop onto the deck. Surprise! Bang! Whoever's closest.
Okay. Yeah, here's a guard. And he's standing there, and he's just got his hand on his pistol, and he's watching this duel going on, and you pop up, and you're like standing on the railing, and you're just like surprise. Give me. What are you giving me?
Prowl.
Prowl? Okay.
Because it's like
Is he sneaking
I have
up
to
on him?
prowl to get up the side anyway.
Yeah, we'll say risky great here, I guess.
Alrighty.
So we're gonna drop multiple bodies on this job.
There's
yeah.
well, what else do you want me to do here? There's like no other. I could just hand to hand everyone, but like, actually, how close is this guy to the edge of the boat?
Close. Like
There you go.
I pull him over the railing. 100%. I run up the side of the boat, and like as I'm passing the railing, I like shove him off the side and like hop onto the deck.
We'll still say risky great.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love the idea that while this giant duel is going on, Cricket is just throwing people off the boat.
I mean, the question is, can I do this quietly enough that nobody else notices because they're all looking at the duel.
Well, it is a prowl,
I
so
mean,
yeah,
we'll find out.
depending on what happens. We'll find
It's just the like, yeah.
So I guess there's no bonus die because it's not desperate. Shame. 4.
Oh god.
Okay. You do it, but you suffer harm next complication. What's going to happen? The complication. So yeah, you get him over the side, and he goes tumbling into the water. But you lose your footing on the rail,
Okay.
and you fall back down to the porthole.
Okay, so I just like slide back down with him. Yeah.
Yeah, unless you want to resist that.
I am gonna resist actually.
Okay.
So that'll be a prowess resist. 5.
Okay, yeah. So you catch onto the railing and while you're falling,
Yeah.
and you like, pull yourself back up.
By the way, if I can, while
Yeah.
this guy's falling, I'm already moving on to like behind the next guy, sort of thing. Like,
That's fine.
yeah.
Croak, you're down there all by your lonesome. What scheme do you have?
I'm scared. I gotta like
it's not
find
like
these guys.
pitch
I have no
black.
idea where the drugs are. So what I'm gonna do here is we're gonna flash back to when Rubik's was actually being like, oh well, yeah, the drugs are like, well, he was like
Yeah.
looking at the charts, and I was like walking by, not really paying attention, but like saw it out of my corner of my eye, and so I'm just trying to remember.
It's just.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna make a study roll to just like try to remember that exact picture and be like, and it's there, and I'm here. So
that's
That's awesome.
yeah. Give me a risky study with
okay, yeah, risky standard.
limited effect, because you just like caught a glimpse of it.
Yeah, so risky limited. Rolling one die. Can I think of a good devil's bargain, or can anyone else?
For the limited.
A devil's bargain for you remembering something.
It takes you a solid amount of time to remember. Like you have like your fingers up against your forehead, and it's just going to take you a good amount of time to do this.
Yeah, I think what is a good devil's bargain? Yeah, I think you get delayed. Like I think you'll have to like this.
There are like some wrong turns and some
Yeah.
figuring out. Yeah, and like just remembering it and trying to like
Yeah, so you try to find your way down.
all that.
You kind of get turned around a little bit, but
Cool.
it'll be harder to get out of here.
Hey!
Hey,
But I
everyone
do
else
it.
can roll.
Okay, yeah, you definitely you remember it. You're like, there was a like a hidden panel on one of the walls. And you know that you have to find it, but because it's only limited, you don't have like the way to access it right off.
And I know the like right area of the ship, but not the
Yeah.
exact panel.
So you have to do a little bit of searching to find that, but that's where you are. So you find your way there.
Yeah.
And all right, what are you gonna do when you're at this area?
So I'm gonna try to keep a low profile because I don't know if there are like other
Yeah, sure.
sailors down here or whatever. And just like slink my way over to it. And I whip out this little doodad,
Mhm.
which is like a kind of like a stud finder,
Okay.
with, like explicitly for locating like hidden compartments and stuff like that. Like it just is a little like sonar
Yeah.
thing or something. And I like it has this little like generator in it and a ripcord, and so you have to like just be like, "Vroom," and then like you get this little period where it emits, and then you have to do it again. And, like,
Nice.
so it's this little hand powered thing, and I'm just like walking along the like hull of the ship, because
Yeah.
it's in like the actual like paneling of the ship or something, right? Or like in the
Yeah.
floor maybe.
It may be in the floor. So yeah,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
kind
So I
of
think I'm doing like the floors and stuff, and it's in like a corridor between like these larger cargo
sure.
compartments. And yeah, there's like this noise every time because it's like this little metallic like rattling as you rip this little ripcord, and then I like
Nice. Yeah, so this is risky and standard, I will say. What is this, tinker you're going for?
tinkering, yeah. And so I've got some fine tinkering tools with me.
Tinker Hall.
Let's do it. I get a 5.
Hey,
You
not
get
bad.
5. Okay. There is a complication though. Yeah, you find it. It's in the. It is in the floor. And you go to open up the panel, and you catch yourself, and you notice that the like the floor, the like the inside of the panel, there's like a little glistening, and you look at it, and it's like, oh, it's a contact poison.
Excellent. So yeah, they've like trapped it. Um, okay, well, I'm gonna see. This is where it actually gets exciting. Crook's like, oh, there's a trap, and I like kind of do like one of these with my hands and like, lick my palm and slick my hair back so it stays out of my face because it's just like, and then yeah, I get out like some little like pry bars and stuff and start like messing around with this trap, and I want to like disassemble it essentially.
Yeah.
Safely. So it's kind of like disarming a bomb, basically. Like, okay, we're just gonna like tip this thing here, and so I've got all these little tiny pry bars and like
Yeah.
wedges and stuff, and I'm like slowly working this panel out so that it's safe and controlled.
Sure. Give me a control standard.
Finesse. I feel like this is a finesse.
Yeah, finesse is fine.
And just risky standard.
Let's do risky standard. Yeah.
Okay. One die. Totally gonna roll a 6. Did not roll a 6. As
Did
it
not
turns
roll
out.
a 6. Ooh. Yeah, you what happens with that? So you suffer harm. Basically, you end up coming into contact with the poison. Like you've got it all worked out, and you're like, aha! And then you go to lift it, and when you do, like it sprays out some like as well on your hand.
Yeah, like something drops back into place and it like splatters it on me. Or something.
Yeah. So you take level 2 harm, searing pain.
Okay, well we're gonna resist that.
Sure.
Not being in searing pain is generally a good plan.
I feel like this is still gonna be prowess because it's all about like the manual dexterity. So it's like the panel's about to like drop back shut and like splash me with the poison, and I just like catch it with my thumb, like right it like slips at first, and then like one hand up, it's just like and, like
that last
minute, I like get under it into the middle, and I'm like catch it just barely, and it's like about to like like land on my arm and like give me this horrible chemical burn. And I'm just like
that last minute like Indiana Jones trap catch move. Yeah. And
then like, but it's loose and it's free, and so I kind of like pull it up and then like throw the panel. Just be like, oh god. And let's see if I get trauma. No, I'm fine. It's fine. Just like catch it. Yeah, at the last minute.
Okay, and while you're setting that to one side, Rubik's, you're in the middle of a duel.
I sure am.
You see out of the corner of your vision a guy go over the side and Cricket like spring onto the deck, by the way.
Okay. So Rubik's kind of like smirks a little bit at that, but it kind of looks like he's just intense in the duel right now.
Yeah.
Like his eyes are completely covered by the glasses he always wears. And
I promise you, if you surrender, we won't kill your friends.
See, but my friends doesn't include me.
Fair.
The wording needs to be better. And Rubik's like switches the rapier in his hand and gives another lunge at him.
Okay.
Fighting for real now.
Oh no.
The
You are not left-handed, Rumix.
yeah, I'm not offended. Yeah, so this is gonna be what's a good devil's bargain?
Yeah, what is a good devil's bargain? I could use a couple of those.
I think you get fought back against the railing. Is the devil's bargain like you get because you're kind of in the center of the deck, and I think like just in
Yeah,
the course of
like
your
the
fight,
continuous like
he's
varies
guiding
back
you
and
over.
forth.
Yeah, he's guiding you over to the railing.
I'll take that, actually.
So yeah, like maybe there's an opening as a result of him doing this, but your positioning ends up being worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So what type of roll am I doing here?
What type of role are you doing here? Sounds like
I mean, it's a
skirmish.
skirmish, but it sounds kind of desperate at this point. I
Um,
don't really.
I mean, I think you're still risky right now.
Risky?
The devil's bargain hasn't. I mean, it's going to happen when you get moved over there, but you still.
Yeah.
get
Yeah,
standard-
desperate comes when
Limited
you.
effect because I have 2 level 1 harms.
Oh yeah, so that pushes you to limited, doesn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
That's fine though, but I do get the bonus die, correct?
That is correct.
Cool. We're gonna do this. Critical.
Wow.
Yes.
So that increases your effect to standard.
Cool.
So
I feel like switching hands actually showed that Rubik's was way better with his right hand than his left,
yep.
and caught the guy off guard, and he managed to get like a good skewer into the shoulder.
Yeah, and so he gets caught in the shoulder, and he's like, "Oh, I wasn't expecting that." But then that's when you like look back, and you're like, "Oh," like you feel the rail bump into your back.
Yeah.
And cricket. Rubik's isn't in the best of positions.
I mean, I still have a bunch. There's like 5 other guys on this deck, right?
Yep.
And I'm already sort of on my way to the next one.
Sure. I mean, are you going to try and take these out one by one, or do you want to like do something that's diverting, or did you set something up earlier that would help you out in this circumstance?
We actually did.
I think the best option for me, like for cricket, is to just keep taking them out like one at a time. But eventually they're gonna notice. There's like no way a real person would not notice people disappearing from like beside them. You know?
Yeah.
Like maybe if this were a video game, I could do that. But like I really doubt that.
Yeah. So what are you going to do to?
People aren't gonna be missed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a potion from my pack, and I can do this. I have silence potions.
Okay.
Yeah. And rather than drink it myself to be silent myself, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sneak up on this next guy and like feed it to him, basically.
Yeah.
So that he can't make any noise as I like slam him into the ground, and even the slam will make no noise, because silence potion.
Okay.
So I guess it's probably a finesse to get it into his mouth like quick enough and like pull him over.
Cool.
Sure.
I want to give you a foresight on this.
Okay.
This type of roll is Rubik's bread and butter for Slumber Essence. So I wanted to say that Rubik's has actually taught you how to do this.
Okay. All right. So what's my risk factor here?
Risky, and we'll say
I
standard.
can't believe it's still just risky.
I mean, you just
Desperate
find that
yet.
one guy, yeah, from behind. You're hidden, so
Critical.
okay. Yeah, you. Gosh, what ends up
I
happening?
would say like another guy comes in and she like elbows him in the throat and he just
Yeah, I
falls
think
to
you
the
get like a
ground
2
too.
for 1 out of
Yeah, I
this.
maybe managed to like two for it somehow. Like I get the potion in one guy, the other guy looks over, and before he can say anything, he gets like an elbow in the throat, and then like boom, back down again. Like just like this is just like sweeping the leg kind of like maneuvers. This is like as much non-lethal stuff as I can do, like to keep these guys alive but unconscious or at least like incapacitated.
That's fine.
So there's
I
only
love the
three.
idea that like you get the one with the silence thing, so he makes no sound, like nothing about him makes sound. He gets a chance to fight back and like fires his pistol, but it's just in
But it makes
silence,
no
like,
noise. Yeah.
and he misses. It hits the deck, still silent. You're like taking down the other guy.
Yeah.
And you kill him. It's so weird.
It's
and
so cool,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
It's so bizarre.
The idea that like even the sounds that they would make with like their face hitting the deck like isn't a sound because of the silence potion.
Yes. You've incapacitated 2 of them.
So there's three left total.
Yes, you have a clear view of the person who's fighting
The
Rubik.
duel, yeah.
Yeah. So, do you want to do anything there, or?
I am going actually.
Rubik's looks like he has that under control.
Does he
Besides
though? Does he though?
Besides his footing, he just stabbed them like through and through in the shoulder.
I guess that's true. Yeah, you gave him a good hit. I was like going to turn and help you, but it like I see your sword point like come out, like the shoulder of this guy.
Yeah.
So I'm still focused on the other, 3-ish that are left or something. And looking for any kind of advantage I can give us. This brawl on the deck of a ship is not our best option, and I'm trying to keep it from becoming a brawl by just like taking them out one at a time here.
Yeah.
Because as soon as it's loud enough, like people from the docks are gonna start noticing, and that's bad for us. So
Yep.
The plank is on the ship right now.
yeah, I mean they can't get onto the ship because they pulled the plank up. But
Mm-hmm.
cool, yeah, I think I'm positioning myself to go for the next like goon.
Okay. Yeah, we'll say that the other ones are kind of grouped together. And then we'll go back to Croak. You've accessed the drugs somewhat. So you've gotten this poisonous panel
Yeah.
put to one side. And I guess the question becomes, what are you going to do with this now? Because,
I mean, we could spoil the drugs, or we could steal the drugs.
you could steal the drugs.
Yeah, but stealing the drugs just makes them buy more. Oiling them tarnishes the reputation, which is what we're trying to do.
How much drugs? Give me a sense of the scale here.
I would say it's like 2 load worth of drugs, so it's a fair amount of material. It's in like not exactly like briefcases, but it's in like these locked chests. It's like a big chest of stuff.
Yeah, there's like a lockbox full of So I pull one out and just like slide it down the way, and then still down in this space, I'm gonna pop this other one open.
Yeah,
and
there's
they've given me the perfect means of spoiling it because there's this trap.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I'm gonna do is
Yeah, there's like powders and vials and like little mushrooms and stuff in here.
Yeah, so what I want to do is using my tinkering tools, I'm going to perforate the box and then rig it up so that the panel, the next time it gets opened, it triggers the trap no matter what, and just like vents the stuff into the drugs.
Oh, nice.
As well as possibly whoever opens it. I don't know. Who cares?
Yeah.
I'm going to keep one of the chests
Screw that guy.
and we'll be on our way. So half of their supply will still be in here and it'll be spoiled.
Okay, that's
And my thought process here is there's less than there's supposed to be, so that'll cause some kind of internal problem.
yeah.
And then also it'll get spoiled, and they'll have to,
Mm-hmm.
they'll sell it anyways or whatever. It's going to be bad.
The
It's just
issue
gonna be a
is
whole-
our quiet job here has turned into a fairly loud job, and people are gonna know we did something. You know what I
No,
mean?
don't worry. I'm
It's
going to sneak
not.
the ship after
There's
it.
only
Okay,
been,
you're working on that.
There's
All
been
right.
2 gunshots so far. It's not that loud yet. It's not explosion loud yet.
I mean, true, and to be fair, not many of them have seen us.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, ones who are going to remember us at least.
Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to make a tinker roll here to rig this all up to just fail in a spectacular fashion where like their trap will backfire, spoil the drugs, maybe kill whoever opens it, and then they'll be left, bereft.
Yeah.
But it won't seem to be our fault. It'll be like unclear what we came onto this boat to do.
Okay. Let's that's gonna be risky standard, I think.
Great. Any devil's bargains?
Um,
The
the person who opens it is someone we know.
that's a good
Ooh.
I mean, how can I say no to that?
Yeah, how can you say no to that?
Oh, Jesus.
Let's kill our friends. Thanks, Elf. I get a 4.
Four.
I don't know. I feel like that makes it interesting. Next time we see Malera, she's got like acid burns.
The risky suffer harm, complication occurs. So I think you get it put back into place. You get everything settled and you're like, oh good. And then you're turning to get the other chest that you've put to the side, and you feel a blow against the back of your head, and you go reeling. Ugh. And you turn around, and one of the guards from the deck has actually wandered down here. And it's like, well, what do we have here? Someone snooping around.
Okay, but actually what happens, because I'm resisting this consequence,
Sure.
is that he's going to trigger one of my proxy mines that I've left down the hall behind me.
Oh, okay. Sure.
It's going to gas him out. It's going to knock him out. So this is going to be insight, I think.
Yeah.
Or is it?
Yeah,
Make
insight's fine.
On 6.
I get a 5. It's good enough. So yeah, there's like the sound down the hall of like a door opening or whatever, like the metal door opening, and then he just gets gassed with like drown powder or something. Or no, it would be the one that puts him to sleep or
Slumber.
paralyzes him. Yeah, it's standstill potion powder.
Oh,
Poison.
stands open. Yeah.
So yeah, he just gets like this aerosol of poison like in his face as he opens the door.
Yeah, so you hear the door open,
Falls over.
you hear a little, pff, and then you hear thunk.
Yeah.
um,
And I like glance over and just shrug and like keep working. Like I'm
that's-
redoing the like screws and rivets on this panel, like see
yeah.
if I can back up.
Rubik's, you're in a
Yeah.
desperate position. What do you
I
want
sh-
to do?
Well,
Bargaining is acceptable.
he's not at that point yet where he's going to bargain for anything.
Yeah.
It's his kind of his pride on the line. It's like, no, I'm better than you. No one is going to be better than me. I
You've
am
not been
in fact
proving
the
that.
best.
Okay.
So, any devil's bargain on another skirmish roll?
Okay, you're gonna just go straight
Yeah,
up
I'm,
with the
I'm going to go for the throat before I talk to them.
Oh my gosh.
Devil's bargain for a skirmish roll. Yeah, I don't know. Everything I think is like you get stabbed, but like
Yeah.
It's like I want to think it's something like slightly more interesting than that, but it's just
It is a desperate at this point.
um
your sword breaks.
Yeah.
With this last attempt, the sword just breaks.
Yeah.
Like, whatever this is, however it ends up, whatever the result, your sword snaps. Whether it's in him or, like, to his sword, whatever it is,
Cool.
it breaks.
So essentially, what Rubik's is going to do is that he's going to introduce some foot play into this.
Sure.
He's going to
Ooh,
attempt to sweep,
Rubik's.
he's going to attempt to sweep the leg and drive his rapier into the other guy.
Stealing my sweep the leg move.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Desperate, limited, bonus die. Please roll me a 6. Another crit.
What the fuck?
So this doesn't actually kill the guy. So this is what I want to have happen here. So it doesn't kill the guy. Like Rubik's manages to like knock this guy onto his back, drive the rapier into the same hole as before.
Oh my
It
god.
snaps.
Oh
It doesn't even snap. It
Yeah.
straight up bends with the amount of force that Rubik's has put into it.
Yeah.
Rubik's puts his other foot onto the guy's throat, leans in, and goes, I think I won this. And I think you're going to call everyone down. And I'm going to do this as.
Give me a risky sweat, or this is
Or
gonna
a
Wait.
command.
be
It's
command.
gotta-
Totally command. It's got to be.
You think it's
It's
command?
gotta be
I mean, what you're
command.
doing. I mean, yeah.
Risky command? Okay.
You're not trying to convince him, you're telling him.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, that's right. My bad.
I was like, holy shit, you have 3 command? Damn!
if it was Agni doing this, she would get bonuses because she scares people with her violence.
Yeah.
But you know,
4.
Okay.
so now that I have an extra character, I'm just like, what if they were here? What if they were
Hush! Shut up, Croak. Agni isn't here.
Okay, let me just look at something real quick.
Oh, yeah. I guess I get a roll or a point in prowess.
To be fair, if Agni were here, Croak, then Rubik's wouldn't be doing all this cool critical sword play.
No, I know. She'd be stealing a thunder.
Either that or just being like,
Yeah.
It's just a-
beautiful.
Great work.
Yeah, that blade is like bent.
Add Arquo to your contacts or your bad ones.
I have so many enemies. I love it.
You've got another enemy in Arquo. Arquo the Wraith.
Okay.
Nice.
And,
The race.
Arquo, the
oh yeah,
swordsman.
the Wraiths are not gonna like you at all. But they Arquo's like, fine. You win. It's like,
Excellent.
yeah. Stand out, and you see like the other guards, like the 2 of them that are left now, because the third one went downstairs. They kind of look at you.
Yep.
And Arquo nods over to them. They lower the plank down.
As soon as you look over at the other 2 guards, you like see the 2 that are unconscious, like on the deck, and like I'm kind of just standing there, headed towards the others. When he's like, "Stand down," I'm like,
Yeah. So like as Rubik's is leaving and he's like pinned in, this is the reason why Arquo hates Rubik's now. He just kind of goes, even if I lost that duel, we still would have won. And just walks away.
And
Because you've been taking out all the guards.
"Oh right."
Yeah. Like there's only 2 guards left on this boat, conscious.
okay, Croak, all you need to do is get out of here.
Yeah, so I like pop the trunk open and I'm just like stuffing the drugs into my bag and then I
Sure.
like dump
It's gonna
the
take a
trunk
load.
off the ship.
Okay.
I just like dispose of the box.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Chuck it over into the ocean.
And then I'm like just running around in the belly of this ship
Mm-hmm.
with no one to attend to me. So I'm gonna do a little bit of sabotage on my way out.
Okay.
Oh,
Because of course it's not enough. Because I don't know that we're about to like get away really clean here.
Yeah.
and I'm just like, we need some cover. We need a little bit, something big and a little more, Um, and so I like walk by, I retrieve my little proxy mine thing, stuff it in my bag, like
Yeah.
kick the guy out of the way, go out that door. Um, and I go to the engine room,
Oh no.
and I'm going to sabotage the engine of the ship
Yeah.
so that the next time they go to start it,
It goes boom.
yeah.
Okay.
So Chad just gave me a great idea as
Give
well.
me a rec.
Do the rec roll
We'll
first.
we'll go back to your great idea in a moment.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Or
So
well, I mean, what do you tinker or wreck or
I
something?
think it's Tinker because I'm not
Okay. Yeah,
that's
that's
trying it now. I'm rigging it
To blow up later. Yeah.
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 Do your tinker. I think at this point you're in a controlled position. Standard.
Okay, cool.
'Cause
I will
te-
go to risky to get great.
Okay.
Does my being bruised affect this?
It does actually. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go to risky
yeah,
to
so
be
be
standard.
it standard. Yeah.
Does anyone have a diabolical bargain for me with regards to me sabotaging the engine of this ship?
I mean, my continued bargain is people we know.
I think in this case, what happens is like it causes disruption in the docks when it happens. So it's not just enough that the ship itself blows up. It's like it takes out like a chunk of this section.
It maybe disturbs something other than the ship.
Yeah, it's gonna cause like collateral damage, and
I mean, as long as it doesn't come back to me, I don't care. How will they know?
Cheerfully destroys engine.
I get a 5. So they might know.
yeah, I think that's gonna get back to you. I think you're gonna take 2 heat.
Okay, well, I'll resist that.
Okay.
I'm just imagining you leaving a calling card in the engine, like Firebirds.
No, that's not my style. I will resist with insight. And I'm just like I do it in a way that is like based on Croak's good understanding of how the engine works. It's like a common failure point.
Sure.
And I just weaken it just that little extra bit. So like a thing that normally goes wrong.
Okay.
And the engine just like, wrecks itself essentially.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult to trace because it's such a common problem.
These things happen.
And I get a 6.
Nice.
I'm a boss.
Okay, cool. That's gonna finish off the drugs.
Yeah, and I guess we get off clean after that. Like,
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I'm like sneaking back through the boat, and one of you comes down and finds me or something.
yeah, I come looking for you because I know you're down there somewhere. Maybe
And
you
I like think I'm being all sneaky, and then you're just like, "Hey."
Yeah, ding ding ding. Maybe you're stuck to the floor again. Like I needed to come and check and make sure you're okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to indulge in my trauma because chat gave me a really good idea. I'm going to take Arquo's rapier as a trophy
Oh,
of
nice.
victory.
Okay. Yeah, you can take our close.
Another victim to my obvious
To
cunning.
your awesome might and gang lordliness.
Yep.
All right, so I guess that's the end of that job.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the end of that job. So
So good point for another break.
yep.
Break
yep.
time, and then we'll do our resolutions of like whatever's going on there, and we will
Get back
continue
into it.
in a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere, everybody. We'll be right back.
Why?